lucky little mouse there. Hey, Mrs. Kapper here. So I left Joe at the Expo Center in Kentucky. So I am off to our rehab house to get some work done. I want to stain that kitchen wall that they just put up, so it's like an accent wall. And we'll see what else I can get done. I only have a short amount of time, so gotta get moving. Now, the only thing I thought of on the way here was that I never took his wallet from him. So I don't know what I'm going to come home to. Well, one of the simple upgrades I wanted to do was in the bathroom. They had a towel rack. I didn't really care for it, so I got a new one. And I wanted to put in some barn wood. So the batten strips that were coming off of that shed that we took down, wanted to use those. And I basically just cleaned them up, sanded them, gave them a little coat of my barn paint that I used in the living room. And I just basically hung them up and replaced the other hooks. So just to kind of give it a little bit of continuity throughout the house. And of course, I couldn't have a video without some kind of nature. Even though it's the dead of winter, there is still life out there. So this is the wall in the kitchen. It's the only yellow one left. You can see a little bit up in the corner there. The guys put the wall boards up. So I'm going to just take some 220 sandpaper and then I'm going to do like a whitewash stain on it. The product I'm going to use is a gel stain by Minwax, and it's a hickory color, which I know is pretty dark, but there are some original wood trim in here that's dark, so I think it'll kind of help accent that. Looks like pudding. I just mixed it up a little bit. Let's get her on. So this is that little barn of garbage where I took some of those barn boards off, and I took the front door off that I'm making that coffee table with, and I'm still looking for something to use for legs. And for some posts, they have some old trees. Looks like pine. So I might salvage that and cut it up into 4 pieces. I don't know. We'll see if I can get it out though. Alright, well that was easy. I just pulled it loose and came right off. So I think I might use that for the legs. I'm using a staining pad and just putting a light first coat on. It goes on really nice, but just like stain, it's very liquidy. So I gotta be careful not to put too much on that it drips. So I'm just putting a very light coat on for this first time. And then I'm going to put another coat on tomorrow after it dries. Oh yeah, you're going to get covered up. I'll make you pretty. Well, next on my list is to stain these doors. And I'm going to stain them a little bit darker than what the car siding is to make them stand out. They are pre-sanded, but I'm going to go ahead and just touch up the little nicks that happen, you know, with the construction and the moving. Anyway. Well, I like that color. You know, I thought it was going to be way too dark at first. I like it. So the car siding on the side, those knots are going to get darker over time. And that's what I was looking at back at our place in Illinois. What color they start to turn, and it was that color. So I think that'll be a great accent. And it will actually be about the same color as the bed when I get that in here. I've been racking my brain on what to use for a backsplash for behind the stove. But I was thinking of tile at first because there's going to be tile where that yellow stuff is. But then on the way in from a walk outside, I saw this piece of tin that I had left over from doing this wall over here in the living room. And so I got to thinking, wonder if I could put it that way behind the stove. It won't be as wide as what it is. That's just the piece that was outside. So it would go to where the edge of the counter is here. If I clean it up a little bit with some steel wool and then seal it, it should be pretty good for cleaning up any messes too. I like that idea better than tile. These countertops are like a carrot dangling in front of me. Can't wait to get them up and get the cabinets up. That'll really add some life to this mess over here. Look at that. Well, I was going to hang this light in the bathroom, but it's going to hang a little bit too low, even mounting it on the ceiling without that chain. So I got to take that back and get a different one. You know, I come here on the weekends with a giant list of things to do. And I know I'm not going to get them all done. But sometimes, you know, even just the little things, getting them off your list is, you know, so satisfying. For example, that little towel holder. Now it's not like, okay, where's the hand towel? And then getting the bath towel holders up too. So, I mean, it's not like major accomplishments, but it's those little things that sometimes really add up. Oh, and probably the most important thing, toilet paper holder. That was always the mystery. All right, where'd we set the toilet paper? Was it over here, over there, on the floor, on here? Now we know. It's going to bug me that I couldn't get that light in today, though.